Hey everybody, so I am up a tree intentionally. I climbed the tree. There's sort of the view straight down, and then if I slip over here, you can kind of see the view down below and behind me. But I decided to climb a tree. Actually, I've been climbing trees for the last couple of weeks just to get exercise and to have something to do to get outside. I am at Antietam Battlefield at the moment, and when you walk along the hiking trails here, which just go on forever, there are so many beautiful, incredibly climbable pine trees. And I guess last week I just reached a point where I couldn't resist anymore, and I climbed a tree, and I've been climbing trees here now for the last week or so, off and on. And this one that I'm up in now is a beauty. I cannot get any higher than I am now. I'm about 2/3 of the way up. Well, maybe closer to halfway up. And I don't want to go any higher because about 15 feet above me is a really large bird's nest. And it doesn't look like it's in use. It looks like it's kind of left over from last year or even longer. But I don't want to risk disturbing any wildlife that may be up there, and I also don't want to risk pissing off any wildlife that may be up there, just in case that is somebody's home. So I'm just gonna record a quick video here, perched about halfway to 2/3 up, and then climb on down. But yeah, this is a pretty cool place to be. If you are able to climb a tree and you have trees in your area that are climbable, I would highly encourage you to do so if that is a possibility for you. I am going to be 40 years old next month. Until about a week ago, I probably had not climbed a tree for 15 or 20 years. So you're never too old, really. As long as you're physically able to do it without risk to yourself, and as long as you can do it safely, I would highly recommend climbing a tree. And even if you're not into tree climbing, if there's a national park nearby and you can go enjoy it in this time, if you have some time off work or the kids have some time off school, it's a really, really great way to spend an afternoon or a few hours if you just want to get out of the house and do something, and do it in a way that's safe, where you won't be gathering closely with people. Everybody has room to spread out, and you can get out and enjoy nature. If that's an option for you, I highly encourage you to do that. Hopefully, if there is a silver lining to all of this that we're going through at the moment, perhaps one of the silver linings will be that we will gain a slightly greater appreciation for our national parks here in the United States, and the equivalent that you folks in other countries have, to our natural open spaces. Because I know here in the United States, they are routinely threatened, mostly by politicians from the right who are eager to privatize them, to sell off publicly owned lands, to be exploited by private interests, and cutting funding to institutions like the National Park Service. So if you have a national park, or in this case a national battlefield in your area, please go out and enjoy it if you can, and remember that the next time these spaces are endangered by politicians who want to cut funding or sell them off to the highest bidder for private exploitation, these spaces should be cherished, not just in times like this, but especially in times like this. We should cherish these natural resources and preserve them to pass them on to future generations. And that's all I have to say from my very high soapbox at the moment. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to stop recording this video and climb the hell down out of this tree, because in about, let me see, an hour and a half, I have a podcast to record. So busy day for me. Take care, everybody.